Weekend, he's headed to the big screen playing Jennifer Lopez's boss in the thriller called The Boy Next Door.
Good news, I've approved your request for Noah Sanborn to join your class.
Kevin, did you send an email from my account?
Sounds like you've been hacked. You should really change your password.
Time to change the password. Hill Harper joins us live right now.
Good morning.
Okay, so in the movie, J-Lo becomes obsessed with a kid next door who's obsessed with her, and you're her boss?
I'm
the principal,
I'm
right?
the principal of the school. She's a teacher. There is the boy who lives next door. And it's kind of like, I mean, you guys are probably too young to remember the movie Fatal Attraction.
You're talking about a boiled rabbit?
We know.
It's kind of like a reverse Fatal Attraction. It's a psychological thriller. The movie is great.
What animal do they boil in this movie?
I mean, listen, you gotta watch the movie to see what the boy next door does.
What was it like working with Jennifer Lopez?
I loved it. You know, she's a true professional, and she's just, she's great. I mean, she's one of the leading ladies in Hollywood. She's one of the best business women in Hollywood. And
why do you say that?
And she's, because you look at the type of career she's built. And she's able to go from being a producer to also being in front of the camera to actually setting up projects.
Smart choices?
I think smart choices are down the line now. Now, some people, if she was, you know, if you can turn down $17 million to be a host of a show, to go and do other things, you know you've made some good decisions along the way.
Go back and get that 17 million.
Go back and get,
I think she's incredible on screen in any format.
and she deserves to be back as a leading lady, and this is her return. So
and
it's
you're
great.
her leader in the role that you're playing here as a principal, but you're actually schooling kids right now on money, which I love. I love that you, from Harvard with your business degree, are actually helping the community out there with youngsters who can really have a healthy discussion about money. We were talking a little bit earlier about smart money and dumb money and how you communicate that to kids. Explain.
So I'm doing a tour right now. It's in conjunction with the NBA that's sponsored by Mass Mutual Insurance, which is an amazing company that they've been around since 1851.
Yeah.
And they realized that they want to teach financial literacy to kids. So we're taking 8th graders in many of these cities. We've done Houston Rockets, Chicago Bulls, going to the Utah Jazz next.
Awesome.
Phoenix Suns, and then I think Boston Celtics. And we bring them into the stadiums. And it's about 3,000 to 4,000 8th graders, and we talk about...
Now that's smart.
So well, it's hard. It's hard to keep their attention. But we're talking about smart money versus dumb money is this simple idea that when your head hits the pillow at night, whatever you spent your money on that day or invested in that day, it's either worth, by the time you wake up, equal or more in value. Dumb money is whatever you spend it on is worth less by the time you wake up. And trying to let them understand the value of compound interest, savings, delayed gratification, and all those ideas.
Now, Hill, why do you think school systems, no matter what state, is so reluctant to talk about money, talk about the stock market, talk about investing?
Well, I think it's a couple things. First, it starts at home. I mean, if you think about it, most people, if you ask yourself, do parents really talk to their kids about their expenses, their credit card debt, how much they earn?
Other than don't spend so much.
Other than don't spend so much.
It's an emotional conversation to have.
It's very emotional.
Right?
There's a lot of fear around money.
Sure.
And so the idea of teaching kids, particularly from underserved communities, where there may not be a habit of savings. You got to remember, many people in underserved communities are preyed upon, whether it's payday lenders, whether it's rent-to-own shops, whether it's heavy interest stuff. So the Mass Mutual Future Smart Challenge is this idea of teaching kids, you know what, there's a value in saving right now. You know, many banks offer free student savings accounts.
How do you make that case, though? Because if you're a parent watching, and we have a lot of them right now, and they'd like to get their kids to save, but it's hard to say, when you retire in 80 years, it'll be worth it.
Well, the idea is, okay, we show a couple different things. We show slides, and we show how money can grow and the value of money. And if you start saving early, we use piggy banks and all this stuff that we do in the thing. And if you live in any of the cities, go to massmutual.com, see where we're going to be in the tour, and bring your kids. It's a free program. Bring your kids down.
Great program.
It's 60 minutes of me yelling and screaming, running up and down the stands, talking about money. It's a lot of fun.
I'd go just for that.
That's great.
And of course,
great mission there.
It's around 7 o'clock. I might as well stay and watch the game, right?
Yes, you might as well. Just hang out and watch the game. Exactly.
A wise mission.
All right, and congratulations on this new movie, and I know it's going to be a big hit. The Boy Next Door.
January 23rd.
Yes.
Hits theaters.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll be watching.
Don't miss it.